Svenzone just died and came back. Say what?
All right, so I'm going to just move it to the side just for a moment. Oh, I did not do that the first time. All right, so Tusk, I need a. Do you have something that lets you re-roll a save?
For con saves, no, I do not have that ability. I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that though.
Okay. Where did it go? Here it is. Perfect. The first one, and then this is for the one it just did.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I guess I failed.
Good news is your hit point maximum is only lowered by the amount of damage you took. So this time it was only 2d6 half of rage instead of being a crit without rage.
Yep.
So your hit point maximum is reduced by 2 instead of, what was it, 28, I think last time? 24,
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like that.
So, where's Tusk? You don't have that yet. Okay, so right now I'm just going to put it as an effect. I'll just make it all caps. And if we get to the point where we have to worry about it, then I'll worry about coding it. But for now, I'm not worried about it. All right. Genesis is back to you.
That. Yeah, she's going to go ahead. Kill him first. Yeah, she'll go ahead. She is going Wolverine bite. Try. Would it be like extra difficult to try to attack Birdie's one since it is trying?
No, swarms are just as easy to hit as they are normally. It's just that Tusk is there as well. So they are all over Tusk. So depending on what you're doing, you may injure Tusk as well. But it's not harder to hit him, no.
He's a bit. I believe in you, Tusk. Tusk just, seems a little overwhelmed. So Jen would like to, try to, help him get rid of something by, swinging her sword at them. But, like, she's going, like, up and down with it and not, like, across, if that makes any sense. So that, like, he doesn't, like, cut his neck or, like, chop something off.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what it's gonna try to. You know what?
So,
You know what? No. Lucky feet. Lucky feet.
okay.
Might as well.
Not quite as
What
good
I
as
like
Happy Feet, but good enough to hit.
Mhm.
Again, because damage. Yeah. I don't even have to hold shift for this.
All right, and
Sit there.
8. So Tusk, you take 4.
Okay.
As several of these birds just go down, freeze a little bit as you. Oh no, this is not the one. That's
No.
Kithries. Anyway, as they get
Mhm.
sliced and burned. Anything else, Genesis?
And then using spiritual weapon, which is not concentration. In say directly north, just that square.
You're, I don't know if it's your push to talk or if you have voice to talk on or something, but you keep cutting in and out. You said directly north. Where?
Yes, just that square, one square directly to the north of her. And that one is going to go ahead and try to let's say that it's also floating 5 feet in the air. So that it can easily swing at Birdie's 7.
Okay.
The 3. There's just so many targets that they're always moving. Bird, so it's target. That is
All right, John.
Where's Tusk located out on the map? Is he under this Bird Swarm 1 or Bird Swarm 7?
1.
Alright, cool. Well, John is going to move right next to Jen here. And I'm going to cast. Hold on, let me see if I can find my skills and abilities. Give me a second. I'm going to cast at second spell slot, if I can. I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So let me mark off a second level spell slot for that. And I'm going to cast it on bird number 7. Second level spell slot. So I need to.
So as you cast your spell, it scatters and reappears 1, 2 here. So it's just outside your 15-foot range.
that.
Alright then. Am I able to walk and cast at the same time since Thunderwave in action is a action and not a actual concentration or focus ability? Am I able to move forward a little bit and cast it after they teleport? Because I still have movement speed left?
No, because it's an instantaneous cast.
So I can't move 10 more feet ahead and just literally just cast it after they reappear, or will they reappear again?
Nope. You can do it next turn.
Oh, fair enough. All right then. Well, then I guess I'm just going to.
You can move because you only move 10 feet, but you can. The spell is lost, as is the spell slots. Don't forget to mark off
Yeah.
spell slots.
Yes, I did mark it off at a second spell level. Alrighty then. Well, I guess I'm just going to stand next to Genesis and look at Genesis with her magical hammer and just be like, okay, you go bonk 'em. And then my turn.
All right, Gimbal. Oops, sorry. Gimbal.
Okay. That's not Gimbal, that's the other small person.
Jeez, can't even tell them apart, Sven.
1, 2, okay, 1, 5, 20. Oops. I had it. Dang it. Stop it. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Thanks for the lurk, Jingo.
All right. Doing it again. But I don't think I need to target the others anymore. A second. And fireball again.
Actually, you would need to target Tusk. So go ahead and drop one on. Go ahead and do the damage first.
5, 10, 15, 20. Isn't Tusk on the outside of that? Where is Tusk?
He's
Oh, I can't see him. That's why.
I'm right here.
Underneath Pretty Swarm 1. They are all over him.
I couldn't see
Yeah.
him. I didn't realize
He's
where he
just
was.
Mr. Popular over there.
I'm real stacked to these birds.
And 1 does this. So go ahead and do your damage. Because 1 does the same thing. Appears still within your spell. And then just drop the save on Tusk.
Save on Tusk.
And I'll do the damage accordingly.
You
Yeah,
can do
find him.
it.
I gotta open up the thing and find the save now, don't I? Because the cast didn't work. It is the save. Try again. I trying to drop it on the combat tracker ain't working since I can't see him on the. Oh,
I
now I
saw
can see him on the screen. You moved him?
I saw it roll
The birds
for
moved,
me.
yes. Before your spell went off, they moved to avoid the spell, but they were unable. They were still within the
No, I was just
spell
looking.
radius. So yes, I moved
No,
them.
I was trying to find Tusk. I can't. I couldn't drop anything on him because I couldn't see him. And it wasn't working in the tracker.
I can
I'm
also
seeing it
Not
roll
working
on
now.
my
I
end.
can also just push it to him.
Yeah, you might as well because it ain't working. I've dropped it
That,
on his head 3, 4 different times along with the thing. The only thing it'll do
There you
is just say cast. It's not actually doing the save.
not sure what. Like I've seen it roll each time. Like I saw it roll then too. It's not popping up.
It's not coming up on my screen, so I can't see
I
anything
rolled
yet.
that time too. If I just roll a d20, does it pop up?
I don't know. Maybe my internet
Ooh.
has connected to something. I'm not seeing any responses to anything right now. Is anybody else?
I am in the same case. I'm seeing
There we
like
go. I see the GM's roll.
There we go.
Hit 3 throw.
nope.
I should
Okay.
change
I
the color back to
what?
Interesting.
Okay. Apparently, it doesn't like me. It's
All right,
not
let me
accepting any of my
let me
rolls.
just do it regular. Hang on a second. Here. Is it? Well, still doesn't like you. Are
I
you
mean,
disconnected?
I'm seeing it on my screen rolling. It's just not popping up.
I'm going to delete you,
Okay.
Tusk. Give me a second. I'm going to delete you. Drop you back. And boom. Yeah, I'm trying to push you a roll. I'm
Yeah.
selecting K3. Yeah, it's you.
It's
Because it's
just
working for
me.
K3.
I will be. I'm
That's
going
weird.
to close out the session and bring it back up. See if that works.
Okay, in the meantime,
Um.
I'll pull Tusk up and I'll just roll for him real quick.
Yeah.
Strength Dex to 17. You have advantage, so no problem. So you get half damage, which is click
Oop.
half. Boom.
So weird.
All right. So, anything else, Gimbal?
No,
All right.
that is it.
So it'll take just a second because he's connecting, and then it'll be Kittery's turn.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay. It's kind of lame that I don't get sneak attack twice in a row. It's fine.
I don't know if I have your halfling on or not. Keep an eye out because I don't remember if I have your halfling on or not.
Lucky or
Yes.
I did put it on. I don't know if it'll work correctly, but I put it on.
I don't know. I said I don't know if it's activated or
Okay,
not.
there
I'll
we
have to check.
go. We will keep an eye out. If I roll a 1, I will just roll again because screw.
There we go. Okay.
I did consider trying to cast a spell, but also I decided to not. So there's that.
All right. So again, your stone flies out, slicing through several of them. Ravenclaw is watching in interest and curiosity, not understanding why there's all these. It's actually going to step forward and try to eat some of these little animals that are flying around.
Okay, I'm
Genesis,
pretty sure the griffin knows what a bird is.
you said your spirit guardians were little animals flying around.
Oh, spirit guardian. Okay,
Yes, so it's trying to
gotcha.
eat those. And you said you did include him in the protection, yes?
Yes.
All right, Tusk.
Alrighty. Tusk is going to yip forward and take some whacks at this little bird that um, you know, teleported away from him. See if he can hopefully finish them off as he recklessly fail from master attacks them.
Mhm.
Hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. As I kind of fell the last of the birds there, Tusk is gonna move forward a little bit more and try and attack the bigger swarm birds.
Hold on.
Oh,
I was in the middle of fixing them because they also are smaller.
okay.
All right, go ahead.
And Tusk will pursue them, stepping out of the little bounds of the thing as he goes to a little
Well, can't say I
hand
didn't
motion.
try.
Yeah. He's gonna make a second attack. It's a miss. However, because I killed something this turn, I can make an attack as a bonus action, which I will do. And that is a hit. dealing almost max damage.
Woo.
Nice. So as Tusk finishes off one flock, he goes to approach the other one, first swinging as it kind of like coalesces into a smaller group and missing, and then coming forward and cleaving a good chunk of birds with his axe, kind of followed by the thunderous effect that goes out from it. And that's his turn as he's, yeah.
All right, and this one will once again, or for the first time, attack Tusk. I'm just going to move it to the side. It's there for now, but you said 18 was a hit.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my AC.
Tusk. All right, so your hit point max is not changed, as it does a little bit of damage to you. A whole 3 points. There we go. All right, John.
All right, John's just going to move forward and go up to next to Tusk in, I don't know how to, or 20 feet. So I'm going to move right here 15 feet. While they're attacking Tusk and in the air above Tusk, I'm going to take out my rapier because it's a weapon that I don't have to swing to cut anything off, and just poke at him like I'm trying to stick him, like throw it before a barbecue, just like a stick and poke through it like a barbecue.
Okay.
So, because it's a stabby weapon, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to use my fast true strike as well.
Okay.
So let me press true strike. There we go. And hit my rapier of wounding. $25. Is that a hit? Yes, it is. And now we roll damage.
Ooh.
I know. So much.
Yeah, I also got 2 procs since it's rapier wounding. Does this do necrotic damage or no?
It rolls automatically.
Oh, it does. Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna say because I didn't know if I had to proc the attack on them. So the rapier of wounding.
I actually don't know how it works.
Sven,
so.
can you fill me in here?
So with your
My rapier of wounding does damage, but it also does necrotic damage as well.
But it also hurts their feelings.
Yeah, but they do necrotic damage themselves. So does it actually do necrotic damage?
No, it does not do necrotic damage once per. But it says when you hit a creature with an attack using this magic weapon, you can wound the target. At the start of the wounded creature's turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time you've wounded it.
Alright, so I only wounded it once, so what do I proc? The effect for it or no?
It does not work against swarms. Because
yeah.
it would work against a single bird within the swarm.
Fair enough. Alright, I didn't know.
Fair, if you hit it, like you stabbed it, it probably died anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Well, I guess I'm just going to since I used can I use disengage to run away or no?
Since you cast a spell with your bonus action, you cannot use your cunning action. So no. But you can move.
It's a cantrip, it's not a spell.
A cantrip is a spell, and it uses your bonus action.
Oh, okay. I thought it used a main action. All right, fair enough.
If it
All
used
right,
the main
well,
action, you wouldn't be able to attack.
all right. Well, since they're focused on Tusk, I guess I'm just going to run away and run back to where I was next to Samantha, another 15 feet.
And so
So-
Tusk will say, actually, since it's a swarm has a reach of 0, they would not be able to do an opportunity attack against you.
Is it?
Yeah.
If I moved out of
I
the
love how
sword.
you gave Tusk like a very posh voice.
I was gonna say I just came up, poked a few birds, and ran away. We're not gonna talk about it.
I mean, literally, Kithra uses Tusk as a meat shield all the time. She's not judging you.
Came up, poked a few birds, maybe flipped them.
That's right.
Yes, I mean, Tusk uses Tusk shield, so.
All right, Kithri.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my spells, but I don't really have anything that would be super helpful, so.
It's
I
also
don't
almost dead,
know.
so just saying.
That's fair. And Tusk is. So maybe I would do a little bit of extra damage if I can hit it with a rock. Throwing rocks. Okay, good hit.
And you see the same thing happened. It automatically adds sneak attack, then goes away. Sneak attack on turn is gone. So start the next turn. Be back.
Thank you.
Or the
Thank
end of your turn, rather, because it's already on John Hancock again. So
you. Okay. She throws a rock and it like goes through a couple of birds. Die birds, evil birds.
try to take a pull.
Only a
So
couple.
Poink, 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 poink. Bounces off several of them. Anything else?
Yeah, like a
Uh,
cartoon ricochet.
yeah, exactly. I don't think I have anything to use for my bonus action, so I'm gonna say no. Oh, would it take like a bonus action to put my earplugs in? Or would that be a full action? Because I can put them in later
Yeah,
too.
you can put them in. That's fine.
Okay, awesome.
The birds are far away, so you can't sense them.
Well, she
Alright.
just really likes her earplugs. They were
Give her-
useless on the
Nice.
cloud, but
All right, so just those little ones, just a little bit left.
Correct. And it's very hard to see. So you have 2 people and a spirit guardians of buttloads of animals 25 feet away from you. Alright, run up.
And well, let's just go Little Faithful and smack a Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
All 3 hit. I didn't see the first one range above me. Yes, okay. And that is my turn.
Alright, so trying to chomp is getting angrier and angrier and more frustrated. Tusk.
Yeah, Tusk is going to now I'm pretty sure just because this makes sense for me with wielding a great axe, I don't want to exactly be trying to swing at things that are just on top of me. So Tusk is gonna try and step out of the swarm so he can get a better strike at them.
I would say that is an acrobatic check.
Okay.
because they're on you, pecking at you, and like woodpeckers, trying to brush them off. Oh, that was Arcana.
That was Arcana. Yeah.
All right.
Much better.
So that's fine.
Yep. I believe that gives them their attack of opportunity since I'm moving out of their range of 0.
They are not going to take it.
Okay. I'm then going to recklessly attack them with
All right,
Great
so as
Weapon
you
Master.
swing at them the first time,
Oh. Okay.
they move.
Okay.
So they
miss.
miss anyway.
Yeah.
So
Um.
now you get to kill them.
Yep. Going to try and pursue them. I mean, unless I roll terrible again. Nope, not quite. I roll very well this time
There we go.
as I capitalize and deal with the rest of these birds.
The evil bird.
I'm just imagining as I kind of take all out the rest of them, I hit the last one and I just send it flying towards the ocean. But only the last one.
All right, and so as you, Genesis, are you going to study any of these?
Oh yeah, Jen wants to figure out what's up with these guys. How they could do necrotic damage, that kind of stuff.
That is
John just wants to see if he can cook any for dinner. He's hungry, or lunch, or breakfast.
Bro, I don't even think we've finished the manticore.
Well, we had 2 manticores, but I don't think we finished either of them. Yes.
We only killed one. The other 2 got away.
I'm supposed to level up, right there, Sven? To match the party's
Officially,
level.
that was all one fight, but yes, I'll let you. Actually, no, you're up. You're up with everybody, so
Oh, okay, cool.
no longer.
So no.
I didn't actually know. I thought they were leveling up this full fight, so.
But I
mean-
do need to check something.
Oh, we are leveling up. Well,
Over the next rest. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta start thinking.
Oh no.
Well, John's going to go back to the manticore and get manticore meat for Ravenclaw. Because I think that's still laying down there, half cut up.
Probably some stuff left, but I know we harvested
Bump.
some stuff off of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys do
Jerky,
get to level
whatever.
up.
Wow.
So we're going to level up and take our 10-minute break, unless you guys are able to level up in faster than 8 minutes. So let's say come
Okay.
back at 8:35.
Alrighty.
Let me know if you
Alrighty.
guys have questions, and we'll talk about your level up when we get back. There's a couple of you that have choices to make.
Yes.
Actually, 3 of you. And who knows, maybe this is the time Kithri goes for that
Nope.
1 level dip in cleric.
She was thinking about going 1 level dip in wizard, but probably not. We'll see.
I'm gonna tell you, 1 level dip in cleric is not worth it.
So I would not. Well, you're an arcane trickster, so I might let you do wizard. Definitely sorcerer, just because there's no real logical reason. Actually, for an arcane trickster, Kithri is probably the only person in any of the games I'm playing that I would allow to dip into wizard, just because
Wow.
as an arcane trickster, you've been studying, you're almost a half wizard as it is. But wizard is something that takes a lot of study, a lot of work,
Yeah,
you
that's
go to
true.
school for that type of thing. So Normally, you can't just arbitrarily at level 6 go into a wizard. But because you're an arcane trickster, if you ever do want to, I'll allow it. But like Tusk couldn't.
No, I don't even need the prereq to multi-class into that.
Stream eyes, yeah. And if anybody did want to dip into Warlock, you would have to find a patron. You could do it, but it wouldn't work
I
until you
mean,
find
not
a patron.
I mean, that's what
only
Gimbal
half
did.
of us got offered, like, some patrons, like, hey, you want some magical
Yes,
powers?
several of you who did have that chance and said no.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, if I wanted to take up fighter, I could just ask Tuss to train me, given the fact that he's a fighter. So,
Yeah.
like, if
Yeah,
I
you
just wanted to
might
take,
accidentally take a level in barbarian if you tried to do that.
Hey, I can train him to be a little
No,
bit more
I
fighter.
know. I'm just being
I
a
To be
mean,
fair, though, like I kind of
Yes.
justified me going to fighter by practicing and learning with one of the other members that was a fighter at the time.
Crumbs!
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I could just like ask Tuss to train me if I wanted to be tanky as hell and just take a thing in barbarian, like on God, or
So are we
go
taking
ahead.
a short rest here as well? The process of this
If you guys want to,
is
it's
that
up
what?
to you.
I mean, I have nothing to do because I already leveled up. So
No, I mean in the game, are we taking a short rest on the beach here
Oh, I have to.
while we
We have
figure
to
out
put
our?
feet. Wait, I'm probably the only one at level 12. Never mind.
I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't decided if I'm bard or cleric.
well, I mean, my
I
choice is
need
very
more
simple.
water. I'll be back.
Yeah, Kithri
Yeah.
is the only one who
Anyway,
goes up, actually goes up to 12. So and nobody else. Well, unless Tuss takes 4. If you take fighter 4, well, nope, you already did it. So never mind.
Nope, I already did it. I took barbarian.
Yeah, and actually, John, if you take John Hancock goes up sorcerer 4, then you do get a ability score improvement.
I mean, can I go up to 4 or no?
At 12,
Yeah,
we get
going
either
up to
we get a choice of ability score or
right.
feat.
If you go up to level rogue 9,
Forgot
you
about that.
don't get that. But if you go sorcerer 4, you would. So it's up to you
Oh,
which
fair
one you
enough.
wanted to go.
What do I get at Rogue 9? Nothing.
You
I have to
always
check.
get stuff every level.
Fair enough. I mean, fair enough.
But you would not get the ability score improvement. You got one at 8. So for 9th level, your sneak attack goes up to 5d6. And you get a roguish archetype feature. So what are you? You're an assassin.
Yeah, I'm an assassin.
So as an assassin, you get infiltration expertise. You can unfailingly create false identities for yourself. Spend a week, 25 gold, and you get paperwork and background, history, profession, affiliations, foreign identity.
You can just give that money to Gimbal. He can set you up with that. It's kind of what I do.
Fair enough.
See if that rolls correctly.
I do need a blacksmith to create armor for Ravenclaw. So
That ability is not coded correctly.
So if you adopt the new identity as a disguise, other creatures believe you to be that person until given an obvious reason not to. So there's no role; you just are that person. What
I
are
was
you
gonna
talking
say,
about, Nick?
I got brutal critical, and I was just testing to see if this is coded correctly, and I'm now just counting the dice, and I don't think it was quite coded correctly.
You have to add the effect to yourself.
I did add the effect to myself, and then I rolled a critical damage. So I'm now just counting to see if I got that correctly.
So
we're rolling for hit dice, right? Or for hit point?
no, share
No, just
the
No,
what did
here's
it?
the ability.
Thank you. Roll 1 additional die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit. Okay, so
It's my D12, my D6.
don't use what did you have on there? Damage 3d12 melee critical. So if you
That
did,
was the ability
for
that kind of came
example,
with it.
this one.
Yeah, I'll have
So
to...
what it's doing
Wait,
is
actually,
it's just adding 3d12, which is not correct.
I know of a way to fix this. I'm just going to take off that effect because I remember in the weapon meta, extra
Yes.
crit die.
Yep.
That goes up to that.
And it's
Yep.
only for melee when
Only for melee.
determining extra damage with a melee attack. Yep. Yes.
Yep.
So now that should be correct. Let's go back to the hand axe.
Oop. That didn't. Was that my throne or?
Yeah, I think it was your throne. Let me try it again. Hand axe. There you go. Yep. So that's working. Yep, that's working.
Oop. My critical damage has gone up exponentially.
Very cool.
hey Sven. What determines how many spells you can have prepared?
The rules. Uh, for whom are you asking? Critical.
For
Cleric or
Genesis,
bard?
for cleric,
Okay, thank you.
because I know there's a difference known. Spells prepared, clerics know all the spells.
Yes. Spells prepared are. This is based only on your cleric level, and it is. Gimbal, the answer is no. It's based on your per class.
Per class, okay.
Focus. Here it is. No. Yes. Number. Your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level.
Okay.
For your cleric spells. All right, so we have 3 more minutes on the break. I'll be right back, and then we'll do hit points and ask any other questions.
Missing 2. Weird.
I will also be right back.
All right, we are back. We honestly never left. So let's start with John of the Hancock variety. You didn't level up. So which one are you going to do? Rogue or Sorcerer?
I'm going to do Sorcerer for the ability score improvement.
Okay. Did you want me to?
Yeah, can you do it? Because I don't actually remember how to do so. There you go. It's easier if you do it because you'll know what to do. So I have what ability score improvements do I get to? Do I get to choose, or is it specific to like a sorcerer type?
So you get to improve any of your abilities on your front page by 2, or 2 of them by 1. So like your odd ones, you can improve them, get them up to evens if you wanted to, or you can take a feat. F-E-A-T.
Well, I want a feat, but I want something that works with my mountain combatant feat already. So is there something I can use to work with it, or something that makes riding the mount or bonding with the mount easier? Or is there anything specifically along those lines, feat wise?
Bonding with your mount is illegal in some states. Right now you're on an island, so sort of be overlooked. The rest of your party might be disgusted, but
Well, you know what I mean, Sven. Don't go there.
I'm not the one who went there. Just saying.
But long story short, something that makes working with my mount easy. Mount handling. Is there any feats that allow me to work with handling my mount easier, like riding it or getting its armor situated, or
So the only
like
thing
is
you
there?
can really do is improve your animal handling,
Okay,
and there's 2 different ways you can do that. Animal handling is
there's no feats that improve animal handling.
wisdom, so you could either improve that, or there is a feat that improves. I'm just trying to find the stupid feats in this book.
The skilled feat is really nice.
Skilled feat.
Here
What
we go.
feat is that?
Ta-da. Gain proficiency in any combination of 3 skills of your choice, or tools if you want to be a tool. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. So skilled will give you, since you are not proficient in animal handling, it would end up, you would get a bonus of +4 to your animal handling. If you upped your wisdom, you would have +1. Let me see. Other than that, no, there's nothing else specifically to help with your animal handling or your working with a animal.
And you already have
Mount.
mounted combatants, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
took that with his level 8 rogue.
What is the difference between moderately armored and medium armor master?
Dadgummit. There is it's significant. The one just lets you use medium armor, and the other one is much better. So what it does, here we go. I dropped my book. There it is. Moderately armored is what you have. Medium armor master. So me wearing medium armor doesn't impose disadvantage on your stealth, and when you wear medium armor, you add 3 instead of 2 to your armor class if you have a dex of 16 or higher, which you do. So it would increase your armor class. It would, and you would not have disadvantage on stealth checks. Right now, because of the armor you have, you don't have disadvantage anyway. So basically, give you a +1 armor class.
I have heavily armored. Am I able to use heavily armored as a rogue, or no? I just won't be able to sneak properly.
Depending on the armor you get, if it poses disadvantage to your stealth, then yes, you would still have the disadvantage. But with the money you guys have, you can get heavy armor that does not do that. You can get mithril armor, you can get on-keg armor, stuff like that. On-keg plate and things like that. And if you get heavily armored, you increase your strength score by 1.
I'm thinking I'm thinking either magic initiate. I'm thinking magic initiate or martial adept. I don't know.
Martial adept
Savage.
is a pain in the butt, and it's usually not worth it. But if you want to, you can have it. But it adds another whole thing with combat maneuvers from the Battle Master, D8 battle, die, and everything else. It's a pain in the butt.
Oh, last level I was supposed to get one more spell. And I didn't.
Alright, so you went up 7 hit points. Your hit die for a rogue is 8.
Mhm.
Your constitution is 3, so that would be 11. Minus 1 is 10, so you go 3 more, so it's 116.
Oh, you're not talking about me. I am
No.
at 80. How
I'm not
much?
talking about you.
Sorry. How
And
many
that
hit
is
points are we
wrong.
supposed
Hold
to
on
get?
a second. Let me do math. Alright.
Sven, I'm gonna grab magic initiate.
Okay.
So let me try
Drag your
to.
feet over.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have to find and add those. So figure out which 2 spells you want to learn from.
Bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Look at your stats. Figure out which one's going to be best for you. Charisma, wisdom, intelligence, and if that's what I would suggest. You don't have to do the best one. You can do whatever you want. But
Well, my intelligence is the best currently at this point with 15 plus 2, so I think I'm going to go intelligence, and that would be wizard. So let me go to spells, wizard skills. No, not skills, spells.
so you get 2 cantrips and you get 2 and 1 first level spell. Just keep track of which ones they are. Right, so let me see. You get 8 plus 3. 11. Nick, would you? I'm going to give you a bunch of numbers. Would you add them together for me?
Okay, give me a quick second. All right. Shoot.
11. 10 plus 7. 70. 4 plus 7. 7 times 4 is
28.
28.
Ignore me. I'm trying to figure this out.
Actually, no. And then minus 4.
Okay.
What's total?
That's 105.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so that's John. Go to Tusk. We figured out your weapon stuff. So I know it's way up, but scroll up until you see how many hit points you got.
If we're doing how we've been done in the past, where it's the max -1 that you get. I did adjust my health for that. So initially it gave me 11, but I added 4 to that because my hit die is a 12, so 11 plus 4. And it should all be correct.
I think I should have 2 more hit points. Actually, I think in general I don't have as many hit points as I should. If I haven't lost any, but it's fine.
What's your hit
All right,
die?
and Nick, if you would just remembering that level 1, you got 1 more. If you would
Yep.
just calculate it again to make sure that it's accurate.
Yes. I think it is, but I will double check just to make sure.
Okay. K3, so you went up to 12.
Yep.
So what did you do for your ASI? Ability score
My
improvement.
I did not improve any abilities. I took the dual wielding feat. I thought about taking defensive duelist, but I figured the dual wielding slightly better
Alright,
because
and
I have
would
a
you
lot of things I can do with my bonus actions. Or not bonus actions, reactions that I'd rather do instead.
okay? Would you share that, please? Save me the trouble of looking it up. Thank you.
I have this fancy feather that you let us have in one of our fights way back that I've been wanting to use for the longest time. The longest time! It's this one. So,
2. Draw, show only 1. Okay. I'm probably going to forget that last thing where you can draw or show 2 one-handed weapons when you would normally be able to draw only 1.
okay.
You
Do you
still
want me to
can't.
put it?
Well, it doesn't matter with you because you have a sling, so you should be golden as far as drawing and pulling and doing that stuff. So that's awesome. +1. Okay, so there should be a. Did you look under the spells for dual wielder feat?
Wait, what do you mean?
It's called dual wielder. Let me check. So you get a +1 to your armor class, but only when you're using 2. Yep, here it is. All right, so let's see. Where are actions? Halfling, potions, rogue, and items. All right, so where do you want this coding for the feat?
Let's put it in actions because that's
Okay,
not too, even though it's not an action at all. It's just a bit shorter than the other one.
exactly. So when you you can turn it on and off like you don't typically don't turn them off, but sort of
Should I
like your
just
things. But
put it on and then turn it off? And when I have them both, I will turn it on.
there you go. That works. Because you haven't been using 2 weapons much, but
Yeah.
now that you have this
But
feat,
and now
go ahead and
I've
do
had this feather for the longest time. Look how cool it is. I've been wanting to use it for so long.
That's
It's
right.
awesome.
You can throw it too. So just so when you do the feather, you want to let me take a look at the feather and make sure the coding is correct. This is finesse. Yep, it is, and you can also throw it 75 feet. Um, yeah. So now for what this does, let me go back to this. 2 weapon fighting, even when one-handed. Light. All right.
Oh my goodness, Sven. I just read the description of my ice pick and I was not aware that I have resistance to fire damage when I'm holding it. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
It's
Well,
fine.
You can code
It
it.
has cool effects that I should read.
Hey, Sven. I took 2 cantrips and 1 spell, like you said. The spell I took was Magic Missile, which is a wizard's level 1 spell. And the 2 cantrips I took for wizard was Shape Changer and Undead Thralls.
Okay, Undead Thralls is not from the player's handbook, so you can't use that one.
It was...
And neither is
Okay,
Shape Changer.
I could have swore it is. I clicked level 0. It's
Yeah,
under the
that's
5...
Wizard
yeah.
Shape Changer. Those are not cantrips. Those anything that says Wizard in front of it, those are for those are class abilities that they get at their various levels. So those 2 are not cantrips. You just want anything without the word wizard in front of it. Magic missiles here.
Alright, fair enough. I got it. Never mind. Don't pay no attention to me.
Standard. Okay, switch to here.
Wizard level 0.
Magic. Magic. Initiate. Alright, so the only question I have, Kithri, is I don't know if you would then be able to, if this, it doesn't appear to negate the negative of using an offhand weapon, which is where you don't get the dex mod to your damage. But I'm going to look into that a little bit more. For now, we'll just leave it the way it is. The only difference is, you're still doing sneak attack if you don't hit with your main hand. You're still doing everything else. So for now, I'm just going to hand wave it. You still only get 2 attacks regardless. So
Oh, Sven, I was also thinking about changing one of my cantrips to Fast True Strike, if that's a thing that you would allow. Because I never use message, ever.
Yeah,
And
I
it
took...
sucks that I don't get sneak attack damage. I hate it.
I was gonna say I took message as well, but that's in case we need it for something. So I don't think 2 people having message would be a good idea. But for the 2 characters I'm taking from the D&D Player's Handbook for Wizard that are basic are Firebolt and Mending. Is that fine, Sven?
yep, that's perfect. So to answer your question, Ashley, not using message is your own fault. I love message. I
Yes.
use it
Oh,
all
I
the
know.
time. It's great. It's one of the best spells ever. But if you want to switch it out, go ahead. That's fine.
It caused an action. When am I gonna use it? Because I
Outside of
just
combat.
forget all the time. I know.
Yeah, like for
I
example,
use
120
Minor
feet.
Illusion outside of combat all the time.
It's 120 feet. Only the person you send it to hears it, and when they respond, you are the only one who hears them. So
you're sneaking around and need to message your ally in a stealthy
120
way.
feet, boom, boom, boom. You don't even have to see them. You just have to know the general direction they're in. And you can do it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll
So
keep it. But
anyway, but yeah, if you want to switch out one of them, go ahead. All right, Firebolt is now under. All right, so I'm putting those 3 in its own category.
all right.
Initiate, because you can only cast Magic Missile once.
Yeah, and then you have to do a short rest, I believe, if I recall correctly, to actually use it again because of
Long
magic
rest.
initiation. Long rest? Okay.
Once a day. Magic Initiate. Initiate. Alright. And then preparation. Daily. Whoa, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
There it is. Magic Missile. Preparation. Alright, there you go. So you're all set up for actions. Summary.
Awesome.
So if you want to rob John of the only thing that he does that's cool, that's fine, Kithri. You
Oh,
can be
no,
just like
I
him. That's
decided
fine.
to take message instead, or keep message instead.
You can swap out
I
Mage
want to be
Hand
meta slave.
or Minor Illusion if you want.
I actually have used minor illusion before though, so
Listen, I've used disguise self, I've used alter self, not alter, but I've used disguise self, and I've used message and dancing lights before, and it's amazing. Literally, dancing lights is amazing because I can literally create a human-sized being that walks alongside me as a light, bro. Like, how can you not say that's cool?
The light bro is cool. All right, so Kithri is easy, thank you. So 12, 11 times 9 is
shouldn't it be 11 times 12 because you get, or no, you get the maximum the first time.
no, it's
Also,
you have
also,
level 12,
11 times 12.
so it's 11
Sven, did
times
you
9.
adjust my health as well? I don't think I adjusted my health. I thought I had 105 before.
Yes, your John Hancock is correct.
Okay.
We that was the first thing that Nick and I, Nick helped me with.
Mhm.
99 plus 10 is 109. So you should be 109.
Why?
Boom.
You're 3 tankier than I am and half the stature size.
Is she? That's funny.
I'm just saying, like, Kid 3's like 3/4 my size and can take more hits than I can. That's kind of depressing, honestly.
All right, so Genesis is
Oh,
11 times 11, it's 121, plus 12, it's 132.
wait. So where do you get the 11 times 11?
It's your hit dice maximum plus your or your hit die number. So if it's a D8, it's 8 plus your Constitution modifier times your level. But if you have
Minus
cleric
1.
or
Minus 1.
minus
So
1,
if it's an 8, it's 7 plus con
So your
I'm
is
his,
like,
11.
his is 8
wait, 8 plus
plus 4
4
is
is
12,
12.
minus 1 is 11, times
Mhm.
11, because you're level 12, that's 121. And at level 1, you get the full thing, so you get 12. So you're at 133.
I leveled up. I went with cleric,
Very nice.
which gives me dampen elements. So when you or a creature within 30 feet of you takes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to grant resistance to the creature against that instance damage. And you can just do that. There's no limit to that.
When you
Once you have one reaction, but it does not specify a number of times per day like it does for other
Okay,
domains of
and it
clerics.
has a
Nice.
coding for it. Good.
Yep,
All
it
right.
automatically went to my page,
You may want to
and I
put
realized
30
that
feet in parentheses
mm,
if you want, just to remind yourself of
well,
how far away it is.
I also realized that up until this point, I did not have the right number of spells prepared. So, uh, instead of one spell, I added 2 spells.
Okay.
I did silence, which is nice, and I added revivify because that's cleric
what?
tax,
What?
Woot.
and I finally have the material components for it. So, but they're preparations, so I can just change. even though I never do. I say, "Ooh, I like this spell," and then keep it forever.
So yes, you can have 3rd level spells now as a cleric. And you can cast up to 6th level spells now because you now have a 6th level spell slot.
Woo!
Very cool. All right, so Genesis is good. Mr. Gimbal, let's see. You have 8s and 6s. Awesome. So
It was a 6, 2 and 4. I think I should have one more hit point. That's it. If my number's right. I don't know. It gave me 6 automatically when I did the level up.
right,
If you're doing 1 minus the max, it'd be 7. But
right. I'm just doing every once in a blue moon. I double check and make sure that we've been doing it correctly the whole way up. So
Mhm.
yours should be started off as a wizard, so it's 5 times 7, so that's 35, plus 8, so that's 43, plus 6 times 9, 54. Yeah, so you should have more. So,
doesn't surprise me.
Good thing we're checking.
so, all right, so we'll do it again. It is 6 plus 2 is 8, minus 1 is 7. So 6 times 7, 42. And then you should have, what do we say, 35? So that's
For what the
6 times 7.
which one were you doing first?
35, and then you have 8 more. 50, 85. So we weren't too far off. Okay. And now as which one did you go up in?
Wizard. I'm even.
Okay, cool.
All I
I
get
know
is a
I
4
just
slot.
didn't remember which one you had low, which one was lower. So cool. So
Just give me a 3rd level spell slot. Nothing else new.
yours
Oh,
is nice in that you don't have to worry about because you are multi-classing, but you are not. Your spells don't mix. You have straight wizard spell slots for your 6th level. You have straight pact magic for your wizards. So unlike Genesis, who can cast 6th level spells but only has 3 3rd level spell
Right.
slots. So anyway, cool. So what spell did you get for 6?
Oh, I don't get spells. I just get spell slots. I'm a wizard. I
No,
just have to
you get
decide
2
which
spells
ones I
per
want.
level. You know 2 spells per level if you went up by wizard.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So you can pick two new spells that you know. You still have to prepare them. Pick which ones of all the ones you know, but you can add 2 more spells of up to 3rd level.
I didn't actually
So
say that on my chart. How weird.
it
How
doesn't.
annoying.
It's part of spellcasting. It just says +2. It's because you with a spell. I mean, with a spell as a wizard, if you get scrolls and stuff, you learn a lot more spells than what you can gain just by going up levels. So you should have a lot more accessible to you, and then you have to pick them, prepare them each morning, which wizard spells you want. All right. Anyway, let me turn. So everybody is done with spell leveling up. All right. So you did not. I did not hear the answer to the question. Did you guys want to take a short rest or no?
Kid 3 doesn't particularly want to, but if
Tusk is
everyone else is
hurt.
going to, she's not going to say
I
anything.
mean, I would like to take a short rest to see if I can patch up Ravenclaw's wounds anymore, but other than that, I'm fine. I mean, I can go on if you guys want to. I'm not too fussed about it.
I Don't think you have to take a short rest. Work on.
Mantha, can you say that again? I think you cut out a little bit in the middle.
Sorry, do you think you have to take a short rest to be able to do that?
I don't
To
know.
work
It's
on
I
Ravenclaw's?
don't. I don't know. It's up to Sven. I mean, however he wants to role play, you know.
Well, there you go. Tokens are unlocked. So his Genesis and you and Genesis patched up after the last fight, cleaned them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Um, so they're as prepared. He didn't fight this time, so it wasn't like he reopened the wounds or anything like that.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to talk to Jen and see if she wants to help me bond with Ravenclaw more and get used to riding him and being able to fight on him and stuff. If she's fine with that.
Well, Genesis is very good at that sort of. So she would help you out if you asked.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask Jen. Well, Jen, can you help me out learning how to ride and fight on this thing? That would be awesome if you could.
Yeah, and she's going to kind of help him, show him like, okay, watch out for the wings, sit this way so that you don't get in the way of that, and he seems to respond a lot to food intake and stuff, and oh, nice.
Yeah.
So he's pretty food motivated. So make
What
sure that you
food?
have
What's
lots of like snacks at hand and this and that.
okay?
And she's
What food specifically do they eat per se? I know they eat like meat, obviously, because he's part of the Cloud Giant and he's part of the Manticore. But like, what specific foods do they eat? Do you know offhand, or?
Sven, what does she know about griffins?
Okay, let's take a look. Click the ADV button.
For me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude, that sucks.
All right. So they're sort of a mix between obviously lions and birds. So, or like what the hell are they called? The birds that they're not. It's not like vultures that eat dead meat, but like an eagle or a hawk. They have a
Eagles, like
certain.
birds of prey.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, that's probably the correct word. Um, so they like fresh meat, but they will also and like a lion, they like fresh meat. Um, they have been known to eat things like uh, coconuts, and they will eat some larger seeds. Um, but for the most part, that's only if they're desperate. If there's nothing else around, they'll eat fruit and things. But they prefer fresh meat.
And Jen passed that on to John.
All right, so they prefer fresh meat. Fair enough. Well, we'll get them some fresh meat when we get back to town, I guess. Other than that, is there any specific uh, barding or attack? Is there any specific way I should put it on them? Like, should I do attack first, barding first? Like, what's the easiest way to think? Also, Sven, to bond with Ravenclaw, you also said I have a brush and some stuff that came with him. I'm gonna brush him and try to get him a little bit cleaner than what he was from the blood and stuff that's on his body.
Okay.
So,
And as you're doing that, Jen shows you like, oh, make sure that you brush with the fur and this and that, and oh, avoid that area. They don't really like to be touched there, and
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
And John is just listening.
While they're doing that, Tuss is going to start to take a short rest and be like, kind of like motion like to take their time if Jen's like looking around because because she
Little
mentioned him
antsy,
wanting to. Yeah, it's like it'll be fine, and he's gonna take a short rest and roll some hit dice.
By the way, I know it probably doesn't matter, but Jen does keep up the spirit guardians till the concentration ends,
Okay.
just in case something did happen.
All right. Are you doing Song of Rest?
Yeah, she'll do it. I think especially as she's working with John and Ravenclaw, she's like, "Oh yeah, and music helps animals and it helps people too." And then uh that was sad. But, it's a point of healing.
So
Quick,
lowering your hit points because you still have the hit point max damage done to you right now.
sounds good.
To be
And
honest, I thought the 199 was including.
so roll
No.
a 6-sider again, Genesis.
Yeah, healing.
Okay, so you're down 8. Okay.
Yep.
All
I'll
right,
get
that
that there.
was.
That's a real quick in my notes.
Here it is. Click. Click. Okay. All right, so
And
you guys finish your short rest, your long rest rather. Short rest. There you
Mhm.
go. As the fire goes out. Gimbal, Kithri, you guys do anything else during that hour?
Kid
I will do
3.
my arcane recovery before the short rest kicks in,
Okay.
Kid
so that I
3.
can pick one of my third level decks. Cool.
Kid 3 would like to do a little bit of scouting. She's going to try to be very quiet and snaky, but she's going to just generally check the path ahead and see if she can find anything that looks to be dangerous with Athena before they head out.
All right, give me a perception check.
In the tower.
Yes.
Would you like me to give you one for Athena too, or no?
Yes, she has advantage as well.
Do I have to click advantage or will it be automatic?
No, she's not having anything on the combat tracker, so right now you would need to click it. Wow.
whoa,
Fancy.
like a
So
badger trout.
it's ridiculous. Um, I don't know. I think I would be embarrassed to have to put that on you guys in a normal situation. I just clicked the wrong image and that popped up. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's interesting. I can see that popping out of a river or the ocean, but not like, yeah.
Maybe if you guys were in the Feywild or something, that might happen. But or
Yeah.
magic, wild magic surge might have happened, but anyway,
Yeah, magic surge that combines a fish and a badger together. Badger fish.
so you're still showing as AFK, by the way, K3.
Jeez.
You see this? It is a huge creature.
You see this where?
Weed Whacker PD, thank you very much. He got me. I saw the chat jump up a second and then the sound hit. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So you see that it's about a couple 100 feet on the other side of the island.
Okay.
Couple 100 feet
Well,
away from you.
maybe we want to avoid that because that looks not fun to deal with.
And it's walking toward the water on the other side. The island itself is maybe 300 feet across.
Do I have any idea what the heck this thing is?
Oops. Give me just a second here. I accidentally closed it, so I gotta remember what kind of check that is.
Oh,
Bye.
ALM. Where did it go? Dadgummit. Here, do it this way. Here it is. Ah, that's why. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I am gonna answer the question, Genesis, about the birds. All right. So as for you, K3, it would be. I'm always gonna give you that. I think this was. I'll let you pick either Arcana or Religion.
Arcana for sure.
All right. So you have heard of these things. Do you still have the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what they're called. They're usually in icy climates, so you're surprised to see them here. And I'll type this to you. That is the type of creature it is.
Neat. Crime against nature. Certainly looks like it.
That was my middle name in high school, Crime Against Nature. That was my nickname.
No. That's so sad.
They're similar to a seal. They can swim underwater for long periods of time without having to come up for breath.
Well, Kithley's suddenly very glad that they didn't end up in the water at any point.
And they like grabbing people and pulling them underwater and squeezing them.
Kithley's very glad that they didn't end up underwater at any point.
Jester's wondering if whatever K3 is staring at or whatever they're looking at
she's far. She's out vibing, doing a little bit of scouting. So
We kind of thought Kithri was somewhere, and then we glanced around, and she just wasn't. But that's par for the course.
you're
with
like,
her.
is she here though? You can't quite tell.
All right,
With a
so
passive stealth of 23.
Genesis, are you going to share your information with everybody?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so these are tiny monstrosities. The birds are. So as you're studying them, you see that they're actually within their beaks. They have this black forked tongue, but it's very, very sharp. So it's like they inject people with it. It's
Ugh.
almost like a stinger
Oh.
instead of a tongue. And you can tell that they have and so the saliva and the stuff around their mouth causes the damage to tusk or to anybody that they attack. Besides,
Love that.
yeah, so they're monstrosities. They aren't necessarily evil, but they're not natural. It's like saying a tornado or something. It's not necessarily evil. It's just you don't want to be around it.
It just
Don't want to get in its way. All right. Okay, anything else before we get ready to leave? Are we going to attack this thing?
No. It
Have
looks
Athena
close.
attack it?
No. Would Athena even want to attack it? If she does, Kithri's gonna say no.
K3's just gonna casually run back to the group, be like, guys, we gotta get a move on.
Well, it's heading in the opposite direction at the moment, but she'll be like, don't go into the water.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, so you guys ready to start flying back toward Nashkel?
Yep.
Did we figure out the right way back towards Nashkel?
That
Yeah,
is
you never
not
had an issue with
Kithri's
that.
job.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair though, I have a thing. My background is pirating, so I mean, I could tell if it's clear day out, I probably could look at the way stuff is and probably direct us. But I don't want to speak on behalf of anybody else who is more qualified to do so.
Well, Tusk and Jen are both really good at survival, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys know that you flew you basically went to Castle Candlekeep and then headed almost directly west in search of this thing, and that's where you found it. Last night, you guys went almost directly east, but straight down to the water level. When you guys were going out there, you guys were maintaining about 200 feet, between 200 and 300 feet up.
Yeah.
And last night, you went down to the sea level to try to find a place where you could rest and stop. So you still need to go east.
I mean, I'm going to elect to say I suggest we try to get home as quick as we can because, I don't want any. Yeah, I want a bed. I'm tired of sleeping on sand.
I concur.
Fair enough.
I would like to be at home.
I will say you guys had one night in the sand, so
it
you guys
sucks.
suck it up and
The DM telling us to suck it up, Buttercup, when literally he sprung manticores and flying birds at us at literally 6 a.m. and midnight. But yet the DM is telling us to suck it up, Buttercup.
Like, on one hand, yeah, we can handle it. On the other hand,
We don't want to.
interrupted sleep kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And sand is very soft and very nice to sleep on. Much better than
Ugh.
the rocky floor of a dungeon.
I mean,
Yeah, I can agree
fair,
with
but
that, but
also,
it gets everywhere and it's itchy.
And you
Yeah, I
have the
have seen.
beautiful
I have
sound of the
seen.
surf and
John
solitaire.
just.
Aberrations swimming in the water nearby. No, thank you.
John agrees with Kid 3. He has sand in orifices that he didn't know you could get sand
oh. Yeah, I don't ask, don't tell, my dude.
in. Pretty much, yeah. Well, John is very he doesn't wear a lot of armor, so and his clothes are very loose fitting, so sand gets everywhere.
Yeah, once we're like out of the surf, Jen will take the time to like get the sand out of her armor and like, make sure that it's like not
Yeah.
grinding against anything and this and that.
And while she's, focusing on that, Tuss is going to be like, all right, this way, and start, leading the direction on the carpets.
Yep, John's just gonna hop on Ravenclaw and just follow Tusk, I guess.
The worst thing to do.
Kitty's got her brain.
If I remember correctly, last
And
time,
Jen's got
since
to cook
Kitsu's on
it
her
all for
broom,
herself.
yeah, is
think.
Jen by herself or is Tusk by himself? I forget
I
who
know
Gimbal was
last time it was Gimbal and Tusk. But if we
Okay.
wanted to change that setup, we could.
with. I guess Gimbal, who do you want to ride with?
I don't think Gimbal's here.
Yeah, he
Oh.
isn't in the VC anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, did we leave him?
Guessing
Oh.
something happened.
He decided
Um,
to take a swim and got omnommed by one of the aberrations that are swimming in the water.
we'll say
nearby.
for now that he's riding with me. Just because
Yeah.
that's what we did before.
Okay, so I'm going to add everybody to the map, and then let me adjust accordingly.
Mhm.
All right, what is Athena doing?
She's doing her normal, like, kind of scouting. She'll fly out and around, mostly in the front, but occasionally she'll swing back.
Okay.
How to use that speed.
Yeah, but I'm permanently attached to Ravenclaw, so.
All right, so Tusk and Gimbal are together. So Genesis.
Jen has all the leg
her
room.
Yeah, right?
cabbage farts are by herself. Athena. All right, so give me a. K3, give me a 6-sider and a 12-sider. Oh, see, Athena's close too. And so where are you going to be with Ravenclaw in comparison to the two carpets?
Well, how high are the carpets above me?
And how high are you guys
Do you want to be
flying?
below us?
I mean, I would want to be below you, but I want to be at equal level with you. And, like, I don't know, like, I guess I would be right here next to Jen in case Jen needs support, because we got Gimbal and Tusk on one thing, Kid 3 on her broom, so I guess I'll fly close to Jen in case she needs support for anything. So that's where I'll be. Falling behind Jen, I guess.
All right, so actually, if you're falling behind her, then you'll be back here.
Oh, okay. I thought the carpets. I thought we were flying left to right, not right to left. Fair enough.
Or that way?
All right, so here's the map.
Clouds again. Hopefully, we don't have to face another dragon.
All right, so Genesis, you're the first to see there's something flying towards you guys. Tusk, how high are you?
Dang, why do I even try? Jen's
Um,
eyesight is just better than literally everyone she's ever.
215.
Okay. Um, so this thing is slightly below you, maybe, but it's clearly seen you and starting to climb a little bit. It's some sort of flying creature. It's a little hard to tell at this point. What would you like to do, Genesis? It's coming from the west.
Well, let me look at my spells real quick. I have message.
You have what?
Message.
Oh,
But I do not. So she is going to she wants to point it out. She'll see how close she can get to
so you're just moving over and pointing it out to everybody?
yeah, she wants to
Okay.
point it out to everybody. So that we are not caught off guard by that.
Okay. All right. So as she pointed out, most of you start seeing it as it gets a little bit closer to about 300, 350 feet away. Looks like a bird, but you realize being able to see it from this distance, it's probably going to be pretty big.
Dragon, maybe?
It's a bird.
A dragon.
Herb.
K3's gonna try to make.
Birds hate us, apparently.
Yeah,
I was
no.
gonna say, yeah, fair point.
Sven's like, wow, I never get a chance to use these cool birds. Let's throw them all in.
Right? Literally 90% of our two fights have been fighting bird-like monsters. If you
To be
logically think
fair,
of
we've been doing a lot of flying.
yes.
True.
I guess as we go and see this creature kind of gaining on us,
It's coming
Tusk.
towards you. It's not behind you. It's you're flying the opposite direction,
So
and
we're
it's
both
just
flying
going
toward.
up above you at this point right now.
Oh, okay.
It was climbing to go above you.
Tusk will subtly kind of also go up as he goes forward as we kind of go in that direction
Okay.
to hopefully like not like get too high above us.
All right. You notice it's carrying something.
Can we make out
It
what?
is now about 200 feet away. Genesis, are you climbing? Is everybody keeping level with Tusk?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep level. John's gonna keep level with Tusk.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jen will also about.
I heard Jenna will also about.
Sorry, I need to change my settings so that it picks me up better. Jen will also keep about level, maybe
Okay.
like 10 feet below everybody.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Tusk will also do his best to maneuver so that the creature's kind of like on their left side as they kind of go up. If we at least try to adjust.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and who is actually? I'm not gonna worry. Maybe you guys will get lucky. So let's see with the and Athena with If you have proficiency in animal handling, click the ADV.
I do not. Like you're talking
Uh,
to me.
I do have proficiency with animal handling.
So do I.
I do not either. I do not at all. So
Click ADV. Okay.
Which means he's probably going
What?
to push us
Oh,
a roll.
that's
Animal
wing.
handling for my
Try it
broom.
again. There we go.
And
Oop.
all right, I got insight.
Gotcha.
Lovely.
Tusk, did you get it, or is it being weird for you again?
I
administration.
did get it, and I did click, and for some reason it didn't go. It looked like an 11 as the higher number, if that helps. But also, is it then let me roll again?
What did it do
Nope.
with Kithri? Why did it do 2?
Nope.
And why did
One
she
of
have
them was
Um,
Athena.
11 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
So if it was the number, so I have
Hold
to
up a minute.
get off and do it again. If it was the number I looked like, which was 11, I have an insight of plus 2 for a total of 13 is what it probably would have been. But I'm also going to get off the session and get on to hopefully
again.
fix my.
Yeah, that's being weird for you. All right, so
Yeah.
Genesis and John. So as all of you are able to see what this thing is,
Oh wow.
you realize that it is just
Not
trying
s-
to stay. Most birds, when they attack, will attack from the top, from above the other bird, and swoop
mm.
down and attack and with their talons and things. This thing has food, and it's just trying to stay above you so it will not be attacked, and it's basically trying to ignore you guys. It is not coming clear towards you.
Well, if John sees it and knows what it is, he's going to yell back at everybody. I think he's just trying to get away. Just leave him go if he has food. I don't think like we should fight. I think we should just continue about our way. He's not seeming he doesn't seem to be approaching us in an aggressive manner. So I would just suggest we just move on and leave him. That's what John's going to say to
Very well.
everybody.
Can we make out what kind of prey it has?
Yeah, did you not get the picture?
Oh, it actually has a horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the hat? If the picture is exactly what we see, then Jen will agree.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't seem to be attacking us, so I think we should just leave it.
All right. In that case, try to move her a little bit out of its way as well, but try to keep level with it.
Yeah, I suggest we let it go up higher and we just stick low, because it's best to avoid birds with their prey because they can be aggressive, I'm assuming. I mean, look at the manticores with Ravenclaw. They weren't even near each other and they just decided to randomly attack him because it's another bird, so.
I don't think that's random.
I don't think it's random either,
Alright,
but
so as it
birds
keeps within
attacking
like
birds,
100
so.
feet, it's going to start moving to the side, to the north. And Tusk, if you're going to keep climbing, it's going to keep climbing as well.
At a certain point, he'll like level off after they, talk, and if it also levels off, it'll, I'll not continue to climb, and also like move south as it moves north. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So steering
Alright, so you
clear of
guys
each other.
avoid the conflict with the bird as it passes by. Alright, and so go ahead and give me one of you decide who's going. Right now, Genesis is leading just because that's how it was on the map. But decide who's going to be leading and give me survival with advantage.
Jen can keep leading if.
Yeah, you can lead this time.
I mean, I'll leave survival with advantage. All right, give me a second. Click
So you
advantage.
can do either
Wait,
Genesis
it's
or
just
Tusk.
for- yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You want that in chat or in the tower?
Nope, just in chat, like normal.
In chat?
As normal roll.
Oh gosh,
All right, 19.
it's fine. Not what I want it to be, but it's an all right for under a 10.
Mhm.
There it is, 18. Okay. Close. Party sheet. Try. I'm just waiting for fans to catch up. All right, so you guys are able to make your way back. It's not that difficult to tell the cardinal directions, except for maybe an hour uh, around noon. The rest of the time, it's very
makes
easy
sense.
to tell the cardinal directions. XP, there it is. 1800. It's not
I
awarded.
love avoiding conflict, guys.
avoiding conflict is the best thing because you get free XP.
Right?
This is the easiest EXP I've gotten in a D&D match, D&D session in forever.
All right, so let me pull up the map. And then let me pull up the different map. Here it is. Get rid of the.
Alrighty.
All right, so you're able to make out the sky, the horizon after a while, and are able to start coming down. So I will say you can stop pretty much anywhere between a Broken Stone and Candlekeep. So if you're looking at the map, I'll say, let me do a circle. Pretty much anywhere within there, you guys can stop to make camp for the night.
Okay.
Let me know where you
Just
wanted to go.
curious, what's on these islands? Do we know?
You have not specifically explored those islands, but you know that what's his name? Mind drew a blank. Zithri. What was the hobbit's name? The halfling bard started with you guys.
Zanitra.
Sinatra.
Thank you.
Anitra.
Zanitra's tribe is on one of them.
Oh, neat.
The halfling tribe
Oh,
that
right,
did
yeah.
all the purple in the sword, the best
Oh,
purple
yeah.
garments in the Sword Coast is on one of them. You believe it's the largest one. It might be the second largest one. But other than that, you're not sure exactly what's on them. And you can stop before then. If you want to stop on one of those islands, you could. But you can go as far as the right side of that.
Well, given
Island.
Candle
Yep.
Keep's in a circle, I suggest we land at Candle Keep. It's literally like in a circle. It's the closest town we can get to. Maybe go rest at a bed or something, or an inn or something,
One thing about Candlekeep, though, is that you do have to bring an offering of knowledge to gain entry to the city.
Ah.
Yep, some sort of written book or poem or song, something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That should be
I know.
fine. I will say, like, I know we know this because we've been there multiple times, but I'm currently blanking on it. Is it per person or for per group?
I think it's per person.
It depends on. Typically, it's per person, but if there's something really wonderful that is given, it can be used for more than one person. Depends on the rarity
Okay.
of the thing given.
Okay. If you guys would like to stop there, fine by me.
I mean, the only actual thing I could probably give them is realistically is either the giant's gold ring or the wind fan for them to study. The wind fan that I have.
Well, it would be like a written document.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like
Ew.
write
I
a
know.
shanty down and give them that.
Fair
Well,
enough.
we have written down music before, but
I have a song in mind. If
it would take some. It would take some time to compose something.
yeah,
True, if you're trying to compose something new, but also, I mean, John's mentioned was a sailor before. You could probably just remember think on back to his sailing days and try to remember a she
yeah,
shanty and just write down the words or something.
yeah.
It's
I have
not a terrible idea.
I was gonna say I have a specific sea shanty in mind that I can present. I don't know what you guys are gonna present, but I only have one specifically in mind that tells back to when I was younger. It's a Viking song called Skull.
Oh, interesting.
I know that one.
Well, I have some ideas for what I can do, but
Yeah.
unless there's someone who desperately doesn't want to go to the stuffy place that has terrible alcohol.
Tusk, you're kind of making it sound like you're the person that doesn't want to go to the stuffy place that doesn't have alcohol.
I mean, it's true. They're stuffy and they have terrible alcohol. So I'm fine if we want to go there.
I mean, I'm fine with camping in the forest as well. I mean, we can hunt some pig or some boar or something, something in the forested area and make a fire and eat that. I mean, that's just as good as any really technically in meal. So, I mean, it's really up to you guys. I'm not picky if you want to camp out, I'm a pirate, so I've roughed it on the seas longer with bread and just water for a while. So, like, it's nothing new to me to rough it out. So, if you guys want to do what you want to do, lead the way. I'll follow.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fine. I
another
can make my
thing.
own alcohol.
Well, you have your the thing that makes drinks. I never
The alchemy
remember what
jug.
it's called.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
that.
Yes, I have that. Wait, actually,
Wait,
think I left it at home.
we have a walking
No.
You left it at home?
Oh my god!
I might have just left it at home.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say you have a walking
That's
ale
tragic.
maker. I was gonna say you have a walking ale maker. And you decide to leave that at home. Imagine how many people we could bribe with drinks, bro.
Right.
Just, double check my
Okay, well,
inventory.
I don't know why I got a strength save rolled, but ones don't exist for Kit 3.
Actually, no, I think I'm just gotta find it. My inventory's shifted for some reason.
Well, if we
All right, so where are you
do
going?
decide
Tusk?
to camp,
What did you decide?
We're heading to Candlekeep.
Okay.
are
Yeah,
we?
sorry about that. Yes. We'll just go there.
Oh, Sven, I was looking through my inventory to look for stuff to give, and I have another half of a temple floor plan, apparently. And I've got a couple of maps that I
Okay.
could probably use. But I also have a book. It just says, I'm sorry, I've got to find it again. So give me a minute. Oh, that.
Okay. Um.
It just says book traps, and it says a book in Dwarven detailing traps, and that's all I know about.
Okay.
That's weird. Where'd it go?
All right. So as you guys land, make your way up toward the Candlekeep is right on the edge of the water. It's built up around it has these huge walls. The Candlekeep itself, the keep itself sticks up above and can be seen from even over the ramparts, even as you get closer because it's such a tall edifice. Um, and most of you have been here before. Gimbal has passed by it. I don't know if he's gone into it or not, but he has seen it. The rest of you, Kithri and Tusk and Genesis, have actually been inside there and had quite a few adventures, which you can pass on to the other people as you're writing. Ravenclaw will wait outside as you guys and goes wandering off, and you can whistle for him to return when you need him, and we will go ahead and end here a couple minutes early,
Mhm.
so I can get things prepped and ready to go at Candlekeep. Let me check something real quick while you guys do that. Any last minute questions? Anything you're going to be preparing? You may want to leave a note to yourself, either in notes under player or within the player on a tab, or even on your name, or put an asterisk in your inventory as to what you may want to offer, and we will roll for initiative and determine the order in which you guys are ordering things. Decide what you want to do there. Are you just going to spend a night and take off? Are you going to hang out for a while? Are you going to go into Candlekeep itself and try to find stuff?
My goal is to find armor for Ravenclaw if they have it purchased, given the fact, or at least find somebody to craft it and make it in the time we're at Candlekeep.
So,
Well, there is a good place in Nashkel that I know that we got a lot of our barding from.
All right.
if you
Well,
mention
then
it
I'll
to
wait.
anybody, they could tell you it does not exist in Candlekeep. They don't have
Yeah.
smithies.
Ah.
There's a small smithy, mostly for repairing stuff, but
Oh,
they
okay.
don't make or barding, especially. No, there aren't even any mounts in Candlekeep. There's
Ah,
It's a
okay.
large
section.
keep
There's a
Oh,
section
filled
it's
with
like
outside.
books.
it's like a fortress, basically. It's like a castle, right? Not like.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a little town and everything included.
No. So the yeah, I don't see that here. Okay. Anyway, so be thinking about
I
that.
think we'll.
If you want to do anything else besides spend a night, and we'll talk about it in 2 weeks. Next week we're doing our monthly campaign, so
Mhm.
you'll have to come back tomorrow, and then next Thursday if you want the D's and the other D's. Otherwise, we will see you here in 2 weeks to pick up the story, figure out what they're going to be doing, and see what lies in
Mhm.
store for them at Candlekeep. So thank you for playing with me, folks. I appreciate it very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Night,
Good
guys.
night.
Right.
Good night.
Night.